All right, welcome back. I'm being joined here now by an amazing vocalist, someone who burst into the scene with an amazing song and has continued to stay relevant in the game. Victor AD.
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
I did all right. Too. How are you?
Thanks a lot for being here today, man. You know I'm a huge fan. I don't need to remind you
Every guy.
of that, man. How's music treating you? How are you enjoying the music industry? Because I mean, you came out with you had been doing music for how long before Waiting We Gain?
Okay, a couple of years, I guess, 10 years, I guess.
Okay, and Waiting We Gain was when?
Okay, Waiting We Gain was 2018.
2018.
Yeah, that's May.
So you had been in the industry for about 5, 6, 7 years before that. You're saying?
Not like in the industry.
Not actively.
Yeah, not
okay,
actively.
just doing music
yeah,
on
I was
the
doing
side.
music, yeah, because I was like a lead singer of a band.
Okay.
I was moving from like one band to another. Then before I created my own, like the Red Eye band. And from there, going for shows and all that.
Yeah. Were you surprised at how people received the song?
Waiting We Gain.
Yeah.
Not like actually surprise, but I never knew it was going to be that big,
Yeah.
or even if I knew it was going to be that big, not that fast. I thought it was going to be like a slow build because I've actually tried this fast process of where we say, you know, remember how we watch movies and things just happen within an hour. I've actually tried those ones and it didn't work.
It didn't work.
So
Does that put a lot of, or did that put a lot of pressure on you? Because there's always the talk of, oh, if you have such a monster song at the start of your career, you're always not trying to match it or surpass it. So is it a good thing, or is it working against you?
okay, the thing is that I'm this kind of person. I'm a laid-back person. I'm not in any. There's no way I can be in any form of pressure or something. So I'm not like I'm in a competition with myself. I just do good music and let it out the way it is. I think there's different music for different set of people. So the people who Waiting We Gain that's touched them. So the next moving on and all that.
So you've never tried to say, okay, this is what works? Because I mean, as an artist, it's inevitable, and as a human being, if something works,
yeah,
you would naturally sometimes say, okay, let me give them again on this side. Do you ever think about that?
Okay, the thing is that I've actually done like different sides. But fortunately for the motivational part, and there they walk past.
Yeah.
So you get my point. So I
Yeah.
don't really think
I asked that because you have a new song with Pato Rankin called My Prayer or something.
yeah, prayer request.
Prayer request. And Waiting We Gain was also kind of the prayer.
Yeah, prayer.
And there's a belief that, oh, you are constantly trying to give us that whole Baba God, a day here, come bless me, you know, sort of vibe, because you've seen that worked. So is that what's happening?
No,
when you do this kind of songs
no, not
going
because
forward?
I see that. The thing is that I just vibe with the way I feel at the moment. There's a song I dropped, Fact, although it's not as big as Waiting We Gain, but it got to an extent, you get my point. So that's like a love song, you get. So me, I just work with my mood and I work with, at that point in time, waiting this up or how I feel.
Yeah. How tough is it to do music in Nigeria?
It's tough.
Because there's new talent every day. The sound continues to evolve.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough if you want it to be tough, but it's as easy as it can be.
Yeah.
If you don't put yourself in that spot. So you get my point. If you just do good music, I'm more concerned about doing good music. I don't know how people define hits. I don't know how they do this one. I'm not the trend. I'm not the trending kind of guy. I'm an old-fashioned guy when it comes to.
But is that a good thing?
I don't. I believe in that content. I'm okay with it as long as I'm okay and it makes me happy, it gives me inner peace. That's what's most important.
Yeah. You didn't start off in Lagos, did you?
No, I didn't.
Where were you before Lagos?
Worry.
You were in Worry. Do you feel like, because there's always a conversation of there's a Lagos sound, you know, you have to come to Lagos to blow, you have to come here and sort of join the mix to be able to be recognized well. Do you think that has been a problem for you where there's a sound that people are used to? I mean, we talk about Afrobeats a lot. We've talked about it on this show as well. It's something that is the sound that people like to hear. Do you feel the pressure to align to that sort of sound?
No. At first, let me say before Waiting We Gain, I probably might have felt that way one way or the other. But after Waiting We Gain, I got to realize that there's almost like a zero sound. No Lagos sound, no worry sound. Everybody can vibe. Just do good music. Things can change at any time. Because I could remember during the time of Waiting We Gain, it was shaku all over and everybody was. And I went to several places. Bro, I got the music for you. Say, no. If it's not the fast vibe, we don't want to hear it. But then again, after all said and done,
it still became what it was. Yeah. There's a lot of new artists coming into the game now. We have the Remas, Omale, Chike, you know, doing their thing. The turnover of Nigerian music artists is quite quick. Do you already feel the heat from the new guys coming behind you?
When you say heat, what do you mean?
I mean, there's new people in the scene.
Yeah.
There's 19, 18, 17-year-old guys who are doing music now. Is there pressure from them, you think?
No, I don't think there's any pressure from them. I'm a fan of good music, and I think it's actually better when we get to hear like good stuff from like
it inspires
from
you.
Yeah, you get my point.
Yeah.
It inspires me because this is actually a movement. This is not a musical competition in Nigeria or in Africa.
It is for some people.
Okay, I don't know. This is like we putting Africa in the map, and for us to put Africa in the map, it's not just for Victor Eddie alone.
Yeah.
It's not for Whiskey alone. It's not for Davido alone. Neither is it for Patoranking or any other person alone.
How do you define your sound?
Okay.
What do you call your music?
Funny.
Because to me, sometimes it sounds like gospel. There is a bit of, I don't know. What do you?
Okay.
It's not gospel, but it has a vibe.
Okay, I'm not going.
Do you have a label for it?
I'm not going to lie. I don't have a label for it yet because I'm not going to come here and say it's Afrofusion or it's Afro. You get my point. No time to fake it, but I just vibe for now. Maybe with time I'll get.
So anything can inspire you, is what you're saying. Is it?
Sometimes I really get it, but most of my inspiration comes during conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think it's nicer to have a direction? Do you think you might come across as this guy never knows anything to do? So if you just do you ever worry about that?
No, I'm not worried about that because good things actually takes time, and nobody has actually woke up from one place and say, this is my kind of sound. There's consistency of it, and I believe that's going to pave a way for me.
Yeah. What would you like to see differently with the music industry in Nigeria?
What I would like to see, I would like to see us putting Africa in the map instead of putting you individually in the map or you as an artist in the map.
So you think artists are sort of making it an individual race as against?
Yeah.
So how do we do that though? How do we do that? I don't know.
How we do that is when you don't see a fellow artist as a threat.
Okay.
Rather, you see it as a movement. Since you are doing well, that means it's a plus for me too. So if they are talking about Patoranking, we can actually add Victor to it and say, Victor for this side, Patoranking for this side, and everybody. Because no matter how it is, like in the Western world, Michael Jackson feel the rain, Beyonce the rain follow him, Rihanna the rain follow him, everybody with the rain at the same time. No competition or no pressure from anybody. Yeah.
Okay. In the music industry now, there's a lot of these guys who are seemingly crossing over. Are there people you would like to work with in the industry that you haven't yet? First of all, let me start with that.
Okay. Okay, I think I would like to work with Brimo.
Okay.
I've not done that yet. Then outside Nigeria, I'd like to work with Jay-Z.
Is there anybody you've tried to work with that turned you down? You don't have to call the name.
Turn me down. I don't think so because I'm not the kind of person.
You've not reached out to.
No, I wouldn't say I don't reach out to people, but before you must feel my vibe.
Yeah,
before
you even have the
there must be a sort of connection.
Okay.
Get my point. Just like my song with Patoranking, there was connection.
Great stuff. I mean, December is fast approaching. The year 2020 is not wasted completely. We'll still try. Anything we should be looking forward to from you going forward? New singles, album, EP?
Okay, for now, we're still pushing Prayer Request, and it's doing really good.
Yeah.
Number 1 on YouTube Music, over 1 million views in less than few days and all that. So I think it's a good one for now. So keep pushing this.
All right. Please check out Prayer Request. This Victor Eddie featuring Patoranking. Available on all platforms, I believe.
Yeah, sure. Everywhere.
But thank you very much for being here today, and all the best, man.
Thank you.
Well, like I always say, you can follow the conversation on Twitter at Rubbin Minds now is the handle. Please use the hashtag Rubbin Minds when you tweet at us. Have a great day. I'll see you next week.